All right, the possibility of the BJP returning to power has really shot up the stock markets. Exit poll euphoria driving the Dalal Street rally. Investors now richer by 11 lakh crores. A strong market rally added at least 11 lakh crores to Dalal Street investors' wealth as the Sensex and Nifty hit record high, driven by exit polls predicting a decisive victory for the BJP-led NDA. Big stock market push. The possibility of the BJP returning to power here has really boded well for the stock market, and we see an unprecedented rise. Looking at the numbers here, have shot up at a 3-month high against the US dollar, with nearly 11 lakh crore that's been added to the stock market. Are investors making lots of money in the next few days? In fact, today itself, the markets opened up in the green. The exit poll euphoria here looking quite evident in anticipation that the BJP is going to come back and strong this time. We're looking at the Dalal Street rally. Investors getting now richer by 11 lakh crores. A massive spike in the Nifty and Sensex. A really strong market rallying that has added nearly 11 lakh crores to Dalal Street investors. Wealth as the Sensex and Nifty both hit record high, divided by the... at this point, what we see here is it opened up to a great start. Will this consistency continue? And for how long? I have Siddharth Zarabi with me to give us a perspective on that. Siddharth, I know you've been tracking the markets very closely, and this was expected undoubtedly. In fact, we heard Amit Shah make a comment, something on these lines, that the markets will really boom in the next few days as BJP is coming to power undoubtedly. So put your money when you have to.
Well, clearly that comment was for results day and not for pre-results day. But as you can see, and the numbers that you've also been talking about, currently the Sensex up over 3% and the Nifty up over 3%. So what does this mean? This really means that a lot more in buying is happening on the stock markets as investors come in and try and cover the gap, including particularly foreign investors who over the past 1 month had been a bit on the sidelines as far as the Indian market is concerned. And just as we have seen the Adani Group stocks, for example, and remember, these stocks are now back at their pre-Hindenburg high. So what does that really say? That these clouds over the result of the elections, at least in the minds of investors, after the exit polls seem to have dissipated, and they're expecting continuity in policy. And that continuity in policy, spending priorities. For example, let's just say infrastructure sector. We know that for the past 10 years, the Modi government has been very heavy on infrastructure build-out. And that impacts dozens of companies, cement companies, steel companies, all those who are involved in putting together that massive infrastructure growth that we've been seeing. As a result, the markets are moving both on sentimental reasons as well as fundamental reasons at this point of time.
All right. So, Siddharth, let me cut to Mustafa Sheikh, who's joining us live from Mumbai, the hub for the stock markets. Mustafa, give us your sense on the numbers that we see in opening day trade on Monday. A lifetime high in the stock markets, and this was, of course, in anticipation that the BJP will come back with a comfortable majority. Give us the mood on the ground in Mumbai, where the hub is.
Well, of course, Nabila, this was something as was expected over the weekend. The kind of edge BJP and NDA were given in the exit polls. It was going to be a good day on the stock market. That was expected, and that seems to be the case in the first half itself on Monday morning as the markets opened 2,000 points it has gained. As Siddharth was rightly talking about the stability in the market and what people were expecting. But at the same time, 2 points remain. One is about the international investors, and the second is about these gains are happening already without the results coming out. So what is the flip side of to the markets if the results are not as expected. That is one. And second, the FIIs, which he was talking about. So clearly, it seems that the stock market for last 10 years has been, very much has cheered during the time of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and it seems that it will continue. If the exit polls are right, then the stock markets will have a good gain, and it seems that the Adani stocks are the big beneficiary of this gain, which is being reported on Sensex. Back to you.
All right. So this is a lifetime gain. I'd like to ask you, Siddharth Zarabi, if you could chime in. Is this Prime Minister Modi or is it the BJP's policies? What could you really attribute this spike in? I would really look at it in a way that India's global image has really bolstered after Modi, undoubtedly. And this is sort of projected as on a global platform as a really strong economic player.
Well, let's try and see this from 2019. 2019, there wasn't so much uncertainty around the election result in the run-up because we had a very different kind of situation then. This time there was uncertainty and this belief that there will be losses for the ruling government. Nobody actually expected a loss in that sense. It was a reduction in margin. For the markets, what is important, and in the morning behavior that we have seen in the past 3 odd hours, one thing is very clear. There was some amount of profit booking. There is a sense of caution as well. And apart from the technical factors, what investors are now looking towards is the actual result on Tuesday. And I think the volatility, uncertainty that we had seen is now largely behind us.